Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the review of the fourth episode of Greenleaf. We are about to jump into it. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Athena.
And we are going to get good and nasty. I'm just kidding. All right, so what did you...
Oh my gosh. I was surprised. I just took it all in. I really did. I just took it all in. I really enjoyed the episode from start to finish. I enjoyed all
What was
of it.
surprising for you?
What was surprising to me was that moment between Carissa and Lady May. I really expected her to go up there and give her the business.
I thought she was gonna slap her because she was like, "Where is the baby?"
Right, like she was checking to make sure that nobody was there. She was gonna give it to her, and they actually had this moment, and I was like, "Whoa!" I wasn't ready for it, but I totally took it in because we saw Lady May from this perspective of she's been there. I've messed up. And how she needed forgiveness and how Bishop forgave her. And so she sees Carissa on that end of, yeah, she messed up. But yeah, Jacob was out there doing his dirt.
Doing his thing, right.
And you know, she saw that from the perspective of there needs to be forgiveness. And she went and she got Jacob all the way together, had that brother doing, you know, he had to come with the Bible drill. You know what I'm saying? So it was really interesting. And the thing that was the stunner was when Jacob's like, "Mom, you've never done anything like this before." And she paused.
That was her opportunity to be transparent.
But
she said, "Maybe I have. You don't."
Exactly. Jonas, I am in my meeting. I told y'all this is what I do.
Okay, so here's where I stand with it. I don't even think forgiveness for the transgression was the issue. Yeah, she cheated. Yeah, she has chlamydia, whatever.
Right.
I think it was more along the lines of, I don't like you anymore.
Exactly.
You're not my friend. You have not
right.
partner for a certain amount of time. And I did feel some type of, not remorse, but I would say a little sympathy for her. But then I quickly snapped out of it because I was like, okay, number one, you thought that it was appropriate, his family's livelihood
over their head,
and they are who has been supporting you this whole time. You
exactly
a pot to pee in or throw it out of. You living in my house, you are eating my food, and you are being disgusting. So my child under my roof,
not paying no rent, not putting nothing on them groceries.
You ain't putting nothing on nothing.
Nothing on nothing.
Went down to Winn-Dixie and made grocery. And how long? What are we talking about?
Exactly.
I'm straight.
And that's why May told her, in my house, where she don't pay. Oh, she.
And I was so proud of Jacob because I think this is the first time that we actually saw him not only defy his mom, but make a decision for himself.
Right. And I don't even
on his own 2 feet.
Exactly. And I don't even think he defied her. It was like, Mom, I thought about it. I couldn't even say it because
in her eyes, it was a defiant.
Right. But she kind of settled into him saying, if I would have just forgave her, then I would have been back in that thing again.
Ooh.
And he didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
That's what he said, back up in that thing again. And she just kind of said, well, baby, if that's not what you want to do. She just let it go.
Then at the end, whenever the phone call came in, she immediately was like, Carissa, shut your mouth. This is all.
It's because of you. Your
like,
fault.
can somebody tell me what's going on here? And then the immaturity that Carissa displayed when she turned her back on Jacob. Table. Did you see that? I was like,
oh
yeah, who is checking for you right now?
Nobody.
And let me put it to you like this too. I saw Carissa kind of switch gears with Lady Maid whenever she was like, well, I didn't really want to get a divorce.
Right.
Obviously, she should have took a page out of Bishop's book. It didn't work with May. It didn't work with Jacob. You dealing with some people. This Greenleaf blood is strong.
It's thick.
You're not going to call them out on their bluff.
Okay? No, not today.
So you got to go. And I think that this is good. I think that I'm, of course, in real life, I wouldn't be an advocate for divorce or whatever like that. But in this instance, Carissa got to go. She is truly a cancer for him. I'm not going to say he's not perfect. He has royally screwed up. And May said that. However, there's no reason for both of them to be miserable.
Right.
Relationship. And nobody's and what is her reasoning? Like, why does she want to stay with Jacob? She says all the time, Jacob is not a good man. He don't work. He can't stand on his own 2 feet. He can't.
I'm not happy. It's not my way. I mean, I'm tired of that broken record. It's time for you to go.
So do you feel like, do you think she's truly going to drop the whole will thing?
That's interesting.
Because it's been picked up.
The way the show ended when Bishop gets the phone call from Tyra talking about she wants to talk again about the house. And I'm like, whoa. But Carissa did say that she wasn't even going to push the will simply because she knew that May would make sure that Jacob does right by Carissa. So she said something along those lines to kind of say, you know what, I'm not going to push this will thing. Hey, you want this to be over? Yeah, I'm upset about it.
But I don't think, here's the thing though, I don't think that Jacob would have done her badly monetarily when it comes to he's trying to have a reason to be nasty.
Right. She's just mad and bitter because things didn't work out the way she expected. That's all this is about. This is about things didn't work out the way I wanted to. So if I'm mad and I'm hurting, I'm going to mess you up too. That's all this is about. She just wants to hurt somebody. That's it. Mm-hmm. That is it.
Hurt people.
There you go. And that's where they are right now. Hurt.
Girl, hurt. So speaking of hurt.
Yes.
Grace cannot catch.
This ain't her show. This is just not her day today.
It's
just the 4th day was not a good day for Grace.
Oh my God. I mean, going up on so Grace.
Mm-hmm.
That she accepted the fact that she is not in control. That was definitely the theme. Not in control. And I think that the kiss that AJ gave her was what she needed. It was, Mom, I love you. I care for you. However, I cannot be in this place and heal. You are the source of my hurt.
Right.
And I think that for him, okay, you gave me away.
Right.
You gave me away. The course of my life went this way.
Right.
It was a girl gang raped because he said one of the girl that didn't hurt me.
Like that means multiple.
So you're raped in jail.
Yes.
You acquire HIV.
Yes.
You now have mental instability and physical,
Yeah, you just have a lot going on because you haven't had time to heal from one hurt to the next. You got multiple wounds just open. I'm
out here stealing medicine out of the pharmacy.
Yes.
someone else is dead and I was let free. So now I have the guilt of someone's blood on me.
Yes, he's living with guilt. He's living with issues of abandonment.
I tried to kill myself and that didn't work.
Right. And he is trying to figure out, why am I still here when I want this to be over? And if I am going to be here, Mom, I need to get away from you. Like you said, not that I don't love you, not that I don't want to get to know you or do any of those things. I need some space to kind of, hey, here we are. I need some space to heal, to get away from it all, and then also Grace needs to heal too, because she's still feeling that guilt, because now that you know what your son's been dealing with, Jason said the same thing. He says, man, she is probably jacked up because of the guilt of giving her son away and that he has HIV and how he got it. She is probably saying, what have I done? So she is still trying to get over that, because that's just messing with her head now, because now she's seeing the end result of a decision that she made. And
that gave me goosebumps.
And they have got to both kind of get to a place where they can kind of forge ahead, because one thing in this episode that I found interesting was this: we're moving forward. Everyone was using this same kind of message of moving forward. Even with the bishop, it's
can we get past this? What can we do?
Can we get past this? Can we just get to a place?
What can I do?
And moving forward. And he said something powerful when he told Grace, hey, you came back after 20 years. And
there's something to be
no
said.
one didn't see that coming. So you can always come back home. So that's a testament in itself that no matter what you've been through, you can always come back home. You can always come back home, because she's the prodigal daughter who came back home.
She came back home.
So AJ knows that he can come back home. So that's where we are. But yeah, but let us not. It wasn't that bad of a day when we reach out and find out that Phil's daddy is under a Black Panther alias name. What's his name? Marcus DeMars. And not only that, Gladys. Who is Gladys?
Who is Gladys? The only Gladys I know is Baby Auntie, the rapper. Like, I'm
like, Gladys.
I think, that story. Now I'm just gonna be honest with you. Every episode, you and I say how they gonna wrap this up, right? I feel that they keep introducing
more stuff,
new storylines. What are we doing? And so, okay, let's just keep it real funky, right? His daddy is not feeling him.
Oh no, not at all.
He's not feeling the church.
Nope.
Remark about pastors.
Mm.
And his ex-wife, something went down with his.
How much you want to bet Gladys and Bob
Whitmore? I thought the same thing.
Girl, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, wait, hold on. I really do feel like Phil is something undercover about Phil. Like, I feel like he's trying to take over H&H.
And maybe he is. Maybe he is. But he ain't showing no signs, because all I see him doing is bowing down.
He's a master manipulator. Look what he did with Charity. Charity, I mean, it don't take much to manipulate Charity. But
thank you.
But
come on now. Judy, we don't like Judy, but Judy crazy.
Judy is something ain't clicking. Do you see how like she looks at you in time?
Judy,
like
crazy.
What's happening?
And that's because she too was probably broken as well. Judy crazy.
She is crazy. I'm proud of. Okay, so at first I was proud of Charity, and I was disappointed because she didn't keep it. She didn't keep it at 100.
She didn't keep it 100.
The table talking about I quit, friend.
Okay.
Phil, he wanted me to stay.
She had to make it sound good. That's all.
No, but again, that shows her immaturity.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
We have been trying to get you on the team forever. You want to go on your own path, which is that's okay that you want to take your own path, but in doing so, you don't throw your whole family under the bus. And I think that she could have easily went in there and said, you know what? Those heifers fired me. And
Yeah, she
am down for the cause.
That's right.
Get back into this rebellious state and let's get our church back. We have 24 hours to get our church back.
Right. She could have.
She didn't do that. She didn't keep it real.
And I think in her defense, the reason why she didn't say it like that is because she wants to believe that deep down inside that Phil still wants her. And I think she's right about that. I think Phil
he does, but he doesn't want her more than he wants that church.
You're right. And the reason why it's difficult for Charity to see that is because let us not forget that this is why Charity got to where she was, because she was willing to throw it all away to chase her ambition on being AP, and she finally got it. And she had to suffer those repercussions of, well, dang, this is what it means to be blinded by ambition to get what I really want. I'm not happy. I don't have my family. I don't have my man, but this is what I really wanted. But was it worth it?
Right.
And that's kind of like where she is. And so with Grace talking to her, telling her, you see how he talks to you? You see how he was down with Judy? Do you see that? That's going to be you in 10 years, 10 days, 10 minutes. That's you right now.
I do. I saw a look of pride in Grace's face whenever she was listening to Charity stand up for herself, though. I did think that Grace was happy to see that.
Yes.
Charity was like not backing down.
That's right. It was good to see. And Grace needed to see that, because Charity has those moments where she can stand up for herself. And this is one of those moments where she got Phil all the way together.
She did. But in doing so, she talked too much.
You think so?
She did. Because now she has Phil thinking, wait, why was she so specific Tuesday? I feel like.
But you know what? Judy ain't smart enough to even catch on to none of that. So that don't even
Phil caught it.
Yes, Phil caught it, but and then when Phil told Judy, Judy's not like swayed by it.
But Judy doesn't have to. Phil can always be he's the thinker. You understand?
True.
Where they are because of Phil.
True.
So his spidey senses are tingling now.
You're right. His spidey senses are tingling, and he said it was the way she said it, like something's in motion. So
definitely something.
He's on high alert. I would say Phil is on high alert.
Yeah. So Lady Mae.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Tonight was a good night. Tonight was a good night.
She was on fire.
On fire.
Everybody for filth tonight.
Everybody was catching it.
Yeah, like hands everywhere.
Everywhere. She was not playing.
I really wanted for Jacob to be able to explain himself to Lady Mae in detail about Carissa, and I really wanted him to be able to kind of like go in depth, but she didn't allow him to.
Yeah.
Because I feel like she went to Carissa with what, because of her own experience.
Right, understand.
And her own traumas. So I really wish she would have allowed Jacob to say what he needed to say, but in that, it was so much truth in her read. She was like, you are not. She was more pissed off about him being nasty in her house.
Yes, it's like, what?
Yeah.
With my cook? Where? Oh, yeah. No. She was, it
was awful.
It was pretty bad. But I like how at least Lady Mae did go to Jacob and was expressing to him, hey, you messed up, she messed up, let's show some forgiveness. But you're right. She didn't allow Jacob to come from his perspective on it's more than her just speak. It's the emotional abuse. It's how she treats me, how she talks to me. And like you said at the end, like, Mom, I just couldn't do it. I was going to be caught up back in that thing again, and that's not what he wanted to do. So,
and had she known that she slept with the enemy,
Yeah.
Would have never told him to go up there and talk to her. And that's where I was coming from. It's not even, you know what, Carissa, you don't even know how to get on your will and Jada.
Right.
You out here.
Yes.
Messing up with the wrong people.
You in entanglements with the H&H real estate developer.
These are true entanglements.
Hey. Yes.
You got all this stuff going on. You over here, not only are you sleeping with the enemy, but you continue to bring him in and out, in and out, in and out. And then you threaten me with this rinky-dink piece of paper that you think is gonna break my family apart when we were worse.
Right. And
you're gonna try to take my baby from me?
Yes, she went there.
Okay.
She thought she had some leverage, but then she said, I really wasn't going to even use the will. I
don't believe it.
I don't believe it either. I can't. It's like this.
Manipulative.
There is redemption for everybody. And maybe this was a redemptive moment for her. I wanted to believe that. And maybe she was trying to redeem herself because she said, I really didn't want that moment with Carissa and May was.
It seemed real.
It seemed real. It seemed genuine. It seemed like these are two women. She's listening to her, really genuinely not taking her side, but at least listening to her side of the story, admitting that, hey, I had an affair. I messed up. Yes, I did this because I wanted him to forgive me.
I get that.
But you know what else kind of messed me up? When Jacob goes to Carissa and Carissa says, Jacob,
do you have something to say to me?
You have something to say? I'm like, don't make this about you.
But she did though. And then she words in that man's mouth.
That's what got me.
Say that you forget. I'm sorry. Like she made it like she was still pointing the finger at him.
And I was like, girl, I was with you up until that point.
Where is her red table?
She needs more than a red table.
She needs a seat at the table.
I'm just like, Carissa, this was your opportunity to just step back and just deal with whatever consequences come. Just for you to be quiet, the brother coming to you. But no, here you are taking control of the situation
again
and telling him what he should say.
She couldn't even be the man. She couldn't even let him be the man in that situation.
But see, that's Carissa's problem. She's trying to be the man in the relationship.
All the time.
All the time.
I think that I'm not in the 40s. I believe in...
What you trying to say? I'm in the 40s.
No. I'm saying like 1940s.
Oh, my bad. Okay. I'm revealing my age. Woo, Lord.
I wasn't going there. I'm saying I'm not back in the 1940s where I feel that I complete gender role. Like,
I understand.
That's not where I'm coming from, but I do definitely think that she is always questioning Jacob's manhood, but she never gives him an opportunity
to be a man,
to walk in his manhood. She always has something to say. It's not even nagging. It's like she tears him down.
It's like she has instructions that she wants him to follow.
Yeah.
It's like, Jacob, follow these instructions. Yeah. It's like, really? She won't let him walk into what it is for him to be his own man. And so tonight was his night where he decided, I'm doing this for me. Mm-hmm. That's what he did.
And she's still trying to push her own agenda with that school, you know.
Girl, I'm not even... Bye.
You know, he had so many good things going as far as his church. And like, he was truly making a difference going forward or attempting to make
it.
And then she steals his client.
Is Dante kind of acting like an investor in the school, or?
I think so. I think he's, with his popularity along with a little money, I think he's supposed to like kind of.
But who paid for that school? Where did she get them funds? Isn't that under Calvary?
Which is about to be H&H. And then too, remember when they were living in that little Roach Motel? I mean,
don't talk about the parsonage. That's all Triumph could afford. Come on now. She did hook that thing up now. It was looking kind of nice. They hooked
Girl,
that thing up.
I was weak.
Girl.
She turned her nose up at the house. I said,
she did, but
oh.
she made it a little home. Don't talk about
she made it a home with stuff.
Yeah, that was May's furniture. Yeah, you're right.
That's what I'm saying, Athena. Homegirl has never stood on her 2 feet, but you still down in this man.
She married Jacob for status purposes only.
Only. And I'm feel bad for you because you're not happy in your marriage. No, you never loved him.
No, you didn't. You just wanted to grab. And I think there were signs of that there were things that were said in previous seasons that kind of made you believe like,
yeah, because she said her parents always said, if you get into that
how about you can get that Greenleaf boy. And I'm like, what?
Then you've made it.
You can get that Greenleaf boy. Okay.
Yeah, and you got a Greenleaf boy. You didn't get a Greenleaf man.
No.
Get Bishop. He is not Grace, you know. And I feel like even Faith had more strength than.
Yeah, Jacob suffers from being coddled. I mean, yeah, he suffers from that. And I think as he's kind of forged his own path, and Jacob had to grow up. He had to see some things. He had to learn some things. And he had to kind of process that and kind of make these decisions on, okay, this is what it is for me to kind of make it on my own. And I think now Jacob is able to reflect. He's able to own his mistakes, say, yeah, I messed up, but moving forward, I really want to step into what it is to be a man, be a better man, and be a better person and do that. And that's why, like, I love how May was adamant with, listen, you and Carissa might be done, but you need to be with Winky every step of the way. Don't you let
she's seeing what happened with Grace.
You need to make sure
see that with you.
That's right. That is your son, and you need to raise him. Be a part of his life.
Yeah.
And so I think.
Does Winky have a real name? Is he a junior?
Yeah, he's a junior.
Okay.
He sure is. Winky.
We heard more about Winky this season than we have his whole life.
Winky is on the come up. Yes.
At the end.
That's how it happens. Winky, you want to come up at the end. That's how it happens.
AJ.
Woo, AJ.
I think that it's important that he does have a positive male figure in his life. What do you see happening with him and Noah? And going back to Noah's place, like, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, I think that this is an opportunity I think what AJ is getting, what AJ needs is some space just to kind of think of what has happened. He needs to heal. He needs to get over some things. He needs to heal from the hurt. He wants to get to know Noah, because all this time now, granted, love Grace. She's the fixer. She's all about keeping it together. She is learning that she can't be in control all the time. Like you mentioned, that things aren't going to always go her way. And this here happening in her personal life, where you want things with your son to hurry up and mend, and you guys just be this happy family. And that's not happening, because there's a lot of other stuff. So Grace has been like forcing herself to, I gotta fix it. I gotta make this. And he's just like, yo, you coming at me. And I feel like
he's the first person to say that too. I don't need you.
He is.
Because everybody else was like, Gigi, we need you to do this, and you need to do.
But keep in mind, Gigi has always made the decision. If she don't want to do something, what she do? She run. And if she want to fix it, she's all over it. So this is a space that she's not accustomed to. She's always kind of like been able to be in control, take care of everything. And this is a space that she's not accustomed to, which is letting go.
I understand.
She's not accustomed to that. And so she doesn't know what to do. And she needed that talk with Bishop for her to understand, you know what? I gotta let it go. And she
Girl, when
doesn't.
Bishop said you saved his life, and that is probably the extent of where
Right.
I was like,
Mm-hmm.
so deep.
And right. And he's just trying to tell her that you got to get to you got to get to a place where you're okay with what has transpired and just let it go, because the more and more she forces herself on him, the more and more he's going to try
He's
to get
gonna draw
away.
back.
Exactly.
Girl, just because my mind is always doing this, let me just go back real quick, rewind. You know that Jacob didn't want to get back with old girl because he was thinking about Tasha. So
Like, you know what? If you would have caught me yesterday before I went to go see Tasha, maybe I would consider us getting back
but
together.
I was over there smelling Tasha's
But whoo, girl.
and that holding spray she had for that good updo.
Yes.
Say, baby.
Jacob said, you know what? I'm going to let you go because I'm going to get on that. Okay. That's what he said.
Been waiting a long time.
He's like, girl, it ain't even worth it no more.
We are almost at the finish line. I can't go back, baby.
He's like, girl, bye.
and you better know, him and Tasha have been in conversation since he left that house.
You think so?
Like yesterday, because they're doing like day by day. So yeah, he didn't hit his phone. She didn't hit that phone and was like, "Hey boo,
hey, how you doing?
When the paper's gonna be signed?"
I'm just checking on you, girl. I gotta know. Yeah. So what do you think? You didn't see the preview
for the next episode. I did.
Oh my God. So next week is gonna be fire. Girl, I told you, May gonna have to come clean.
Yeah.
May is gonna have
she to. Is. Oh! Let's not forget. Whenever it broke my heart when
Jacob said, "Aaron, aren't you glad you're not related?"
You glad? And Aaron was like,
May gave that look like today.
You bet not.
Is not the day. Catch me tomorrow, but not today.
Not today. So I am. My hair is itching. I feel so bad for him. I feel bad for Aaron because
he ain't got nobody. Well, he does.
Yes, he do. He with Charity husband. Somebody.
Are they really still together? We ain't seen them, and I don't know how long.
They together.
Listen,
they together.
We have not seen. When have we seen Charity take little Nathan over to Kevy's house? Never.
First of all, let's be honest. We never even see Nathan ever.
We saw him. We saw him last week. We just didn't see him this week.
Yeah, but I mean, any other time, he been
okay. But the point is, yes, I'm pretty sure Kevy is getting in some daddy son time. But are Kevy and Aaron really still together?
I think so.
Aaron doesn't even talk about him.
He don't have to. Why would he? You know the wound that he would be opening every time he came over.
You're right, but I'm just saying, like, Grace don't say, "Yo, bro, what's going on? How's Kevy?"
She don't care. Grace
is, you know how
Grace,
you say, "Hey, Grace,
think about this.
Sophia." She's not saying,
"No,
how's Kevin?"
Athena, think about this family dynamic.
I understand the dynamic. I'm just saying,
Grace's brother.
You're right.
Sleeping with her sister's husband.
Ex-husband.
Before that, it was her husband.
Right now, he the ex-husband.
Okay. So, is that nobody knows you're my brother. I have inherited all of this money. Don't nobody know about. I mean, like, why would Grace? I think that's one of those unspoken things. Like, hey, dude.
Well, what is it gonna look like next week when Lady May opens the can of worms? Because you saw when she told Bishop, "I've been lying every day for 40 years." So, hey, her and Bishop cool. You know what I'm saying? Because she told him. And he forgave her, and we have moved on. So
And that's all that matters, as long as Bishop, but I don't, well, I take that back. It's not all that matters, because at the end of the day, Lady Mae has been holding this facade of I'm better than everybody, and reading everybody for filth, when she has this deep dark secret. She has a child out.
Come on now, her filth is tidy filth. She's kept her filth tidy.
Yeah, but filth the same.
Yes, filth is filth, but I'm gonna give her props for keeping it tidy.
No, I do, but it is not going to change
no, it's not going to change the dynamic.
The course of what's going to happen when she opens this can of worms.
Right. The only thing I can actually, in her defense, is say, I'm so happy you never got that paternity test when Grace was a baby, that you just said, hey, I don't know, and I'm just going to be in the I don't know, because I don't know who your daddy is.
But I think this is going to be a setback for Charity. Charity is going to lose it.
This ain't got nothing to do with you.
I cannot believe that you have done all these things all these years and made me feel this way, and you, like, this is gonna kill. Charity is very sensitive.
But once again, this ain't got nothing to do with her.
But it does, in her mind. She gonna make it about her.
How do you make your mama sleeping with another man before you was even thought of? Like, really? This was Grace. You was 3 kids after Grace. Who cares, Charity? Who cares?
I'm telling you who Charity is.
Girl, bye.
Everything about her.
And I'm going to tell you to go walk off this roof of this house.
With your dunce cap.
And have at it. Exactly.
That's over there with Judas.
That girl. Bishop had to hold her back on that one. Bishop said, hey. She's like, with your favorite Bible character.
Who, Jesus? No, Judas.
Just think, Charity. For once, just think. Man, Bishop had to hold her back. Like, May, stop, May, not today.
May and her nasty self is what he said.
She was on fire.
So what are your predictions for next episode?
Oh my gosh. I'm concerned because what is going on with the house now? Because Bishop thought that he had this all squared away as far as Tara was going to be cool with it. You know, we're going to let bygones be bygones, and, you know. Bishop,
and none of this ever would have came up if Jacob would have never went over there, but because he was afraid for him.
Jacob wanted to clear the air, and I think all of them kind of want to figure out. I mean, even I think May and Bishop want to know the truth, because if you're telling me that, okay, the house isn't ours, and that apparently this fire that was at our first church where a man got killed was all in a setup to change this will, we get the house, we inherit this stuff by these off the wall means, you know, I think they want to know the truth and at least get it right, because I think both Bishop and May are feeling a little leery about this, because they know Matt can't be trusted. They know that he's done a lot of shady stuff, and so it's hurtful to think that, oh my God, he actually did this.
Yeah.
And so it's one thing to know that this family member was so jacked up that he was doing all this stuff in the church, but that from the very beginning, that everything that you wanted to set out and do what was right is really just on a lie. And they want to know the truth. And I think, I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you what else I predict going forward is that deacon.
Which one? Connie.
Baby, Connie got to go.
Yeah, she's gotta go.
Got to go. She is so nasty.
She's her. Oh, but you saw
skirt suits.
What is May going to say to Tara next week? Because they are going to have, first of all, let's just rewind back to Bishop driving a good car to the hood.
Oh! Baby, he pulled up in the Mercedes.
Yes, Okay, bye. I told you I was doing Zoom and y'all being nosy. I'm like, is Bishop driving a good car to the hood?
Girl, I was weak. I'm talking about with Sean.
I was too. I was like.
I said, oh, he got a fresh wax.
I said, Bishop.
He didn't care. He did not care.
He drove the good car.
I was here for it. I was here for it. And I think that by him doing that, though, it was kind of like a rub in the face unintentionally to her.
Like I said,
he may have taken that as, oh, you out here living real good. Y'all done killed my daddy.
Mm-hmm.
We are broke and destitute.
Yes. Y'all been living in this highfalutin house.
That is ours.
That is ours.
What was ours?
Exactly.
She has every right to be living.
You taking the good car to the hood.
He could have at least got dropped off. Like I just
Why did he look? He took what? That was the Mercedes?
Mm-hmm.
He took the Mercedes Benz. Why didn't he take Grace's Buick?
Girl, they've been advertising Buick for how many seasons?
All 5.
Why didn't he take it?
He could have took Sophia's Buick because Sophia drive a Buick and Grace to drive a Buick. He should have pulled up, girl. Girl, give me them keys.
But I think that was a part. I think that was definitely that was done intentionally by the writers. Like, okay, we want to really show that this man who has been living high on the hog, he's gonna float into the hood and try to come in and not even coerce, but like finesse this chick.
You think he locked his doors? I didn't hear no beat me for nothing. Nothing. And hey, May fixing to be over in the hood next week because she going over to the church. I bet you she taking the Jaguar.
Girl, it's just so much. It's so much. So I'm thinking that May is pretty much, I feel like because she is so angry, I hope she doesn't go in a threatening way, but I know she is. I think that Bishop is really, truly just trying to find peace because he knows that up here is slipping.
I think he's trying to find peace too. And May is about peace, but she is about, I got a piece in my purse. That's the piece she's about. She is packing. That's the only piece she know right now.
Do not make me pull my 9.
Because, girl, don't push me. That's where she at right now. And right. And see, May is on edge because
I've
lost my church. We ain't going to right, and we ain't going to church Sunday because we having church at the house. And now you telling me I'm losing my house?
Yeah, and Gigi's plan. I need to know what is his plan. Like, we need to sew up these loose ends. You are trying to save this church, and you're trying to figure out Phil DeMar's mom, daddy is not even. He's not having a conversation with you. I don't know where Rick Fox at. He was just MIA today.
I'm just like, how are we going like you said, it's like we on episode 4 and I got more questions. I'm with you.
I told you.
But I still think they're gonna fix it. We got 4 more episodes. I still
Where is Mavis? I have questions.
But you know what? Mavis been out the country. She ain't got no answers. And the truth need to be told to her too. She don't know the truth.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Girl. Mavis shows up in the last episode 8. Bam, that's my prediction. She ain't showing up next week either because May gonna tell her business and the family gonna be shook. I don't even think they really gonna be shook.
They're gonna be no.
You think so?
No, Jacob and Charity are going to be shook.
No,
babies. Come on now.
You know what? I'm going to take the high road on this one. I'm just going to be on a limb. I'm going to say they're not going to be shook. They're going to say, Mama, we all make mistakes and we're going to hug it out.
Let the record show that
we're going to hug it out, Mama. It's okay.
9:55 Central, 10:55 East. Athena said
they're going to hug it out.
Are going to be okay, and they're going to hug it out when Lady May
tells the truth.
There. Okay, I just wanted to like put my whole Claire Huxtable spin on it and let it go.
Well, did you do your homework and did you watch the trailers I showed you?
Yes, I watched all of them. I'm telling you that the initial shock of this is going to be earth shattering for those two, at least Charity and.
For how long? They gonna be mad for the whole episode, or they gonna be mad for just 5 minutes?
Episode, but I'm telling you, there's gonna be a lot of, well, how could you? And it's gonna be a lot of that. Mm-hmm. And Jacob's daughter.
Oh, she gonna give her mama the business. She said, "And what did you do?"
She raised up.
That girl was talking back.
It's going to be some mayhem.
Because see now, and then doesn't this kind of give Zora this look at her mom? Like, hold up now.
It's giving her leverage.
Like, dude, you always blaming him, but is it really all his fault?
Zora gonna start dropping some Bible verses next.
Oh, she about to go Lady May on her.
Yes, ma'am.
Dude, May was dropping them today.
And I was reciting them with her. I said, you better read them, Jacob.
You better get it. And Jacob, you better not miss a beat. You better get all these verses right, because you know your mama done taught you.
I'm telling you, it was a real thing. And then when she was like, I shouldn't be surprised, or I do think it's gonna be interesting next week, and I'm ready. I'm ready for a few more answers. I want to know what happens with Noah. I don't even think we're gonna see AJ next episode. I think that they kind of moved him out of the way.
Dude, we got too many other fires that are burning that we got to put out.
Yeah,
AJ, look. You out the hospital, you still alive, you over at your daddy.
God bless you, God keep you.
There you go.
At the conference.
Let's stay focused.
Yeah,
we got
business at hand.
Business at hand.
We have got to save this church. We have to make sure that.
So, do you think they're going to save the church? Do you think they're going to save the church?
I think Grace is going to live up to her name.
Mm-hmm.
That Grace is going to be the saving grace, like she always is, and she's going to find a way to keep this church from being knocked down. I think that we might see Bob next episode. That it's going to be one of those episodes that Grace shows her strength.
I am going to be in agreement with that. I don't think the church is going to fall. I don't know what it is with Gladys.
Now the people,
Gladys
perspective. We always say the church is the people, not the building.
Right. The church is the people, not the building. That's right.
So it might be a piece of the church that falls, but the building will be standing.
Oh, I'm in agreement. Because the church is the people. Like, we ain't in church now.
But we the people.
But we are the church. The church is in us.
Yeah.
And we got to keep that perspective that the building doesn't make it church. It's we make it the church. So yes, I agree that when we talk about the church, and that's actually a great analogy. When you think about the Greenleaf family, when you think about Bishop and May being the foundation, and when that foundation started to crumble with their marriage, they were still coming back to each other, still holding on. And even when things around them started to crumble, they always were having this look on, we can get back together because the church is about us, it's the people. So they're that foundation, and they keep coming back together, that family dynamic. And even now when this building is on the brink of being destroyed, they're still having church. And like May said, this is no time.
This is no time to stop.
Because we gonna find some joy today in this.
Going to keep our praise.
Yes, this is
She said this is no time. Oh, girl.
Stop praising.
I said, you better go in.
God. I said, yes.
We can pass the collection plate.
Right now.
Yeah. And you know what? Yes. I've been wondering, how have they been paying the bills in their house? Like, where is their income coming from? Because they haven't been getting.
Well, keep in mind, Bishop and May had to retire, and that they were going to get full benefits. So they still getting checks, but they retired and they were getting your full benefits. So they still getting paid.
And I'm sure if anything pops off, Grace will be able to help them stay afloat with her.
Hey, she got an extra $1 million in the account.
Yes, she does.
I'm just saying, we got extra money here.
And they did not one time let Marisol and the other help go. Like,
no,
y'all.
May said, I can't let Marisol go. No, I gotta keep Marisol. I gotta keep her. Even though May's like, I gotta keep the help here. I love them.
Straight up. They out there putting barbecue on China, so I was here for it.
Did he not go pick up that barbecue? Did he not say, go get that sauce that May made?
Out the freezer.
Out the freezer.
It ain't spicy enough.
Yeah, because it's not spicy enough. I said, yes.
We are still colored out here. We eat off of this fine China, but I need the good hot sauce.
And I'm going to the joint to get these ribs, these hot links.
And you know it was in the hood. You know they didn't go over there.
Once again, Bishop driving a good car to the going to Glenn's barbecue. Yes, in the good car. Yes.
Okay, with those good ribs. Yes. Don't sleep. Don't sleep.
Yes.
Crossing the railroad tracks to go get these ribs.
What? Yes, he did. Bishop was having a good day. We're going to get these ribs. Baby, come to the house and get on these ribs. And, get that sauce that your mama made. Yes, because this is not spicy.
This ain't it. This ain't it.
I said, well, go, Bishop. Yes.
I am here for it. I am excited about next week, and we will be back.
Yes.
To talk about it. Okay, y'all.